Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a bonus read. Happy weekend to you, friends. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Just showing up with a deck and the bonus read. Y'all know how it goes if you are the person who is my ride or die. So I'm reading for the current energy or the future energy. I don't intend on digging into anything back there. I'm going to acknowledge it if it shows up. If the past shows up, I will acknowledge it, but I am reading forward to here. Look at that. We're starting with the tower on the bottom of the deck. In the future, yikes. Let's find out what's going on. Taurus, if you are brand new here and you are just rolling up in all these shenanigans, welcome. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner. We have a very large Taurus tribe here, so I am doing bonus reads and reading weekly for Taurus as well. And if you are the person who is my ride or die, this is why I'm doing the bonus reads. Thank you so much for all the love, y'all. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Okay. So I'm saying okay because Charlie is telling me that we're just not doing any particular, usually, you know, guys know how I kind of read, right? I read in the upside down pyramid, but I feel like I'm not supposed to do that right now. I'm just supposed to read the cards as they fall. So let's get to it. Let's find out what's going on here. All right, we've got Judgment here. Why do we have Judgment? Virgo and Pisces energy. Why do we have Judgment? Something, you're being called to do something here, Taurus. You're being called to make a decision, and it's going to make some people unhappy. Yeah, it does feel like you're being called to make some sort of decision here. You're being called to speak up, and it's going to make some people unhappy. And it feels like, you know, a lot of people are going to call you a fraud, call you a fake. They're going to say, that's not how you felt last year. It feels like with the Magician in the reverse, they don't have any faith in you. Faith that you can do it, faith that you have the tools. It's like you're going to have to make some sort of a decision or a judgment call here. And it does feel like there are people around you who are not going to be very happy with it. It feels like there's something here that it's almost like you're trying to catch up with something. There's something here you failed to see in the past. And I feel like you now are realizing or having clarity about something. And it feels like you now have to make the decision. You've got to make a decision to begin something brand new here. It does feel like you're stepping through a door, but it feels like the reason that there's going to be people here that don't necessarily agree with what you're doing is they don't have any faith in your skill set, is what I want to say. There's people here who are like, it's like this. Look, I was in insurance for many, many years, right? Many years. And people are like, yeah, and now all of a sudden you're a tarot reader? Because they didn't know that I read tarot on the side. They didn't know that I was doing it on the down low. And so that's the situation it feels like. It feels like, oh yeah, you've been an accountant for 20 years and all of a sudden you think you're a tap dancer? Like, it feels like somebody has no faith in your skills, Taurus. That's what it feels like here. And so you're opening the door to something brand new because you feel like it's your calling. You're being called to do something here. And other people are like, but what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand why all of a sudden now you've decided that you've got this skill. And I think that you always had it. Either it was something that was innate or something that you were always interested in. Look, I'm seeing a ballerina in my head. Somebody who's getting up on their toe shoes for the first time. Getting up on point for the first time. It feels like somebody who maybe has always wanted to be a dancer. And now I've decided instead of being an accountant for 20 years, I'm going to be a dancer. Like, it feels like somebody has changed trajectory here. It's taken you on a very different path. And other people around you are kind of alarmed. We have the King of Wands. Whoo! Because you're running at it with all your might. That's why. You're like, no. Didn't you guys know that I've taken dance forever? Didn't you know that I've been reading tarot for most of my life? Didn't you know? Like, it feels like you're the one that's confident. You're the one that's the master of your domain. And you know that you're confident. The door is opening and you're ready to charge at it. You're motivated now to charge at whatever it is that's showing up here. But there's people back here who I think that you're going to have to leave behind. Somebody's being very sharp with their words and very truthful and honest with you. But I feel like this person is somebody that you're supposed to, I'm not going to say ignore them, but I want to say that, you know, allow them to say what they're going to say. It could be a mother figure or a father figure, right? The Queen of Swords is somebody who could be the boss, could be your boss saying, what are you doing? What do you mean you're giving up your accounting business to go be a dancer, right? But it feels like the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. People think you're being unrealistic or that you're being reckless with your energy. But really, you're in the Six of Pentacles. You're somebody who just wants to give your wares to the world. I feel like you want to bless the world with whatever creativity you're bringing. Look, maybe it's not tap dancing. Maybe you've been a painter for most of your life, and now you've decided that you're going to open a painting business. Maybe you've always wanted to build houses, or a sculptor, or whatever it is. It could be something creative. It doesn't have to be. But we have the Strength card. It feels like whatever it was, you were holding back. You were holding back because you knew that Three of Swords, the naysayers, were going to be here to say, what are you doing? What do you mean? Your eyes are covered. You don't have this talent. And you're like, actually, I do. I just never really showed it to you guys, is all. Tell me about this King of Wands. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, people are watching you take action on your dreams and change your life. And you best know that when you're doing something that is not like everybody else, people are going to push back on you. So I feel like you're not going at this willy-nilly. First of all, the King of Wands is somebody who is the master of their domain. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've put in a lot of hours. You've taken a lot of bumps. It feels like somebody, I'm taking a lot of bumps. That's sort of a wrestling phrase. Maybe you want to be a wrestler. But it feels like the Hermit energy tells me, no, you've thought it out. You've already scraped your knees. You've already been through the worst of it, because the King of Wands is the one who's forged through fire. You've already been through the worst of it, and you've already healed. You've already analyzed the situation. Okay, I could have done that better. I could have done this better. It feels like the family is worried. They feel like you're off your rocker, Taurus. They feel like you're off the rails. It feels like the family is worrying and saying, look, you better think about this before you take a step forward here. Look, this could be a relationship. It could be, but it also could be maybe you're on one side of the world and you've decided you're moving to another side of the world, right? It could be that. Maybe you've decided to go maybe you've decided that you're going to go to the other side of the world to be with your Arabian prince or princess. I don't know, but it feels like the family is worried that you have not put enough thought into it. But this is shamanic energy. This is somebody who doesn't only look over the analytics, but really does the deep dive. That's why the water's here. Really, I've looked into it emotionally. I've looked into it analytically, Virgo energy, right? So I've looked into it. I've already fallen, scraped my knees, gone through all the hell that I needed to go through to get here. And now it's time for me to go and embark on whatever it is I'm going to embark on. So let's look at what that is. What is it that you're embarking on exactly? Because it does feel like something that people think, this magician in the reverse is people are like, is Taurus out of their mind? Like, what are they doing? We do have the Eight of Cups. We have the World card. Yeah, you are walking away from something. You are pulling back your energy and walking away from something and slamming the door behind you because you had some sort of an enlightenment here. It feels like whatever this thing is something that you've been thinking about, maybe for your whole life, maybe for most of your life. It feels like with the World card that it's something that you also felt back here. Maybe you felt in the past that maybe it would be a little bit off the rails if I decided to just walk out of my job one day and start a tarot business like Elsie did. Not give any notice, just leave and start your tarot business. Look, it doesn't work for everybody. Don't do it. It's hard. It's a hard way to start things. But I feel like the World card is telling me that you are about to pull out of a vibration where people who love you would rather keep you in that vibration. But I feel like it's time, things have come full circle and you see something that other people don't see, right? You see because the sun is out. Because everything that you've been working for up to here, I feel has become incredibly clear. That the family is worried that you haven't thought about it enough, but the sun is here for you. So you've already gone through all the growth. You've gone through, the fixed signs move very slowly. They're very analytical and they go over everything. And that's why people call them stubborn. Maybe they only call Taurus stubborn, but most of the fixed signs can present as pretty stubborn. And stubborn is a word, right? That's all it is that we use to make it sound like somebody is immovable. The fixed signs have a willingness to change their mind. You just got to present them with all the documents and the analytics in order to prove to them that this is the right thing to do, because they're going to be moving at it really slowly. I feel like you have been moving at it really slowly. And I feel like you are someone who's now had the realization that in order to get what I want, I've got to walk away. I don't think that everybody's going to like it though. And especially your family. I think that they think you're like, have you really looked at it all? Like maybe you're blocked in the mind here. Like it's a kind way to say maybe you're a little off the rails. But I feel like they're worried because they want you in their life and you want to do what you want with your life. Tell me more about this, please. We've got the King of Pentacles. So you've possibly saved money, or you're not feeling crazy. You're feeling stable. You're feeling serious about what you want. Maybe you are the accountant, the actuary, or the person who is really about the analytics and all of the details, and you have already done all that work. But maybe you just didn't share it with everybody. Got the Two of Wands. Yeah, you've been preparing for a really long time. The Empress is here. Could be your kids. Maybe you're maybe you're past your 50s. Maybe you're in your 60s and the kids are like, Mom, are you off the rails? Dad, what are you doing? What do you mean? What do you mean you want to be a ballerina? Like, I feel like it feels like with the Empress energy here that you're ready finally, after waiting for so long. This is really slow moving energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, also Libra energy, but you've thought it through. Libra's not stupid. Libra's highly intelligent, keeps everything in balance, but is also the person who is about ready to walk through the door. I feel like you're really in balance. I don't think you're crazy. I think whatever it is that you're about to embark on, whether that is going across the world to be with the person that you love, or deciding that you no longer want to be an accountant, that you actually want to race motorbikes, or you want to race horses. Like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like something nobody would ever think that you would do, because you've presented as this person who's very well grounded and stable and maybe has a lot of material possessions. Maybe you've had a lot of success in your life materially, or you've had a lot of success in your life being a public speaker and you make a lot of money. But I feel like it feels like it's something that other people are like, I don't know if this is going to work out, and I don't think that you care. Tell me what the outcome is here for Taurus, please. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Five of Cups, and we've got the Six of Wands. And so the Ace of Swords in the reverse says you haven't thought this out. You don't have clarity. Like, you have people around you who are in this King of Pentacles energy saying, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be my mother. You're supposed to be my father. You're supposed to be the person who's just supposed to sit down and knit. Or you're supposed to be the person who just walks around the neighborhood with your hands behind your back, watching the neighborly children. What do you mean you're going out to do the thing that you've always wanted to do? That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody feels as though you're maybe going through a midlife crisis. That midlife crisis thing, though, I think is really people realizing that, they got more time behind them than in front of them, and it's time to just go for it. So we have the Six of Wands, victory and success. I feel like the Five of Cups is telling me there are people in your life who are going to be sad that you are leaving. They're going to feel in lack. Maybe you were paying their bills. Maybe you're deciding to sell everything that you own and travel. It could be that. But it feels like somebody here, there's a group of people, it feels like, who feel as though that they are not going to benefit from whatever it is that you're about to do with your life. Because I feel like you're somebody who's realized with a breakthrough here that I've got to do what I've got to do. For some of you, it is love. Look, I've got the Wheel of Fortune here. That's what it is. That's what all this energy is about here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's divine timing and you can't ignore it. The wheel is not waiting for your friends and family to be on board. The wheel it's a turning point. Everything's about to change. And for some of you, it does feel like it is a love relationship. That maybe you've decided, you know what, I've got to do what I've got to do for me. Yep, and now you're fighting them off with a stick because everybody's giving you opinions. And it's almost like at this point you're trying to defend your castle or defend your home or defend your point of view. I feel that things with the Wheel of Fortune and love, it does feel like for some of you, it is either something that you really love, or it could be a person. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got the Four of Pentacles. So I think that you're not doing it without caution, I want to say, that you're being careful. I feel like you've prepared, right? This person is kind of being miserly with their time. And although you are moving forward, I think you're doing it in a careful way. I think that's what the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is saying. That you've counted your money. You know that you've got enough money in the bank. I feel like for some of you that you just have to go after the passions of your heart. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I feel like you have to go after the passion of your heart here. Yep, there it is. Some of you are moving. Some of you are going. Some of you are leaving the chaos of the people who tell you that you just can't do it, and you're making your own decision to do it, and they don't want to release you. Yeah, they see it as betrayal. They see your happiness as betrayal. Y'all been through it. The devil is here. That's what it is. They see you as betraying. They see you as toxic, and people will do that. They will put that label on you. They'll call you toxic, see you as toxic, call you all sorts of names, call you betrayer, traitor, because you're not doing the thing that is in their best interest. So whether this is friends or family, I think it's family who's worried about you, thinking your mental health is off. I don't think it is. I feel like you're about to do something that you've always wanted to do, but I also feel like there are people here who are feeling very betrayed because now they can no longer be codependent on your energy. You're now no longer supplying things for them. You've decided now it's time for the obsessive codependency to end. I'm releasing you. I'm releasing you. And they all feel betrayed. And that's the reason that they're trying to talk you out of it. You're in fact feeling very comforted by it. You're ready to go have some fun. You're ready for whatever adventure shows up, right? 4 and 3 is 7. It's confusing. You're not really sure what the answer is, but you've been dreaming about something that I feel that you are moving forward to here, but other people are worried. Look, I feel Taurus is off the rails, but you're not. I feel like you're in the 10 of Pentacles. You're dropping them as burdens because you're in the 10 of Pentacles. All right, I'll leave that right there. That was kind of fun. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Taurus, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. And happy weekend to you. Bye.